This is how it's gonna roll. I have a few of them who may have one or two things to say. We are having this discussion here just to give the youngsters an opportunity to actually feel good, and we'll be talking about certain topics. And I have some speakers here. Could you please introduce yourselves? Let's start with you.
My name is Mafidon Emmanuel.
You can do better than that. Speak up, please.
My name is Mafidon Emmanuel.
Okay, you?
My name is Ehi Agbo.
Ehi Agbo?
Yes.
And you?
My name is Chibuka Okoye.
Chibuka Okoye, that's great. And you?
My name is Florence Kenneth.
Okay, I'm going to start by saying that we have students of SS2, SS1 in the house. So my first question would be to Kenneth Florence Chinenye. Right? Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
So if I may ask you, what is your future career?
I want to be a lawyer in future.
Okay, you want to be a lawyer in future. Why do you want to become a lawyer?
I want to be a lawyer to defend innocent people in the court of law. And I've heard a lot of rape cases where the rapists go free. I want to be able to defend girls who are raped in the court of law.
Oh my God. That's great. I love that. So who is a lawyer now? If you really will have to shed some light, who is a lawyer?
A lawyer is a person who interprets the law.
Okay, a lawyer is a person who interprets the law. Yeah, I never thought it that way. Well, that's great. Thank you very much, Florence. I'll be coming back to you later on. Imafidon Emmanuel, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah, I love your bow tie, by the way. You look great.
Thank you.
Remind me of my days when I was your age.
Thanks, sir.
Black, dark, and inquisitive. What's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is physics.
Physics. Briefly explain the topic in physics and its relevance, please.
Physics is a part or branch of science that deals with the study of matter in relation to energy and other physical properties. Benefits of studying physics. Number one, physics helps us to acquire scientific knowledge and skills. Number two, it helps us to be self-sufficient in our present-day society. Number three, it helps us to make our country and perhaps the whole world a better place to live. And number four, it helps us to get good jobs at the end of our study.
Wow, I think I've got a scientist on my hands this morning. Thank you for responding to that. Ehi Tonia Agbo, are you here?
Yes, sir.
How do you do?
Fine, sir.
Are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have some few questions for you. I need you to draw closer to the microphone a little bit. Thank you. What would you like to talk to the people of Benue State about?
Human trafficking.
Human trafficking.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead, please.
Okay, human trafficking is the recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring of people into a situation of exploitation through the use of violence, deception, and coercion, and forced to work against their will. So I would love to talk briefly on the consequences of human trafficking. That is loss of human resources, violation of human rights, denial of basic necessities of life, and violence.
And violence.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Now that I only asked a simple question, you've gone ahead to define human trafficking and the consequences and ways of preventing human trafficking. Can you shed more light on that part?
Okay, sir.
How do you prevent, what are the consequences and how do you prevent human trafficking?
The consequences are loss of human resources. Human trafficking reduces the working population of a country. It is dangerous to the economy as the able-bodied men and women leave the country for greener pastures, thus reducing the level of productivity of goods and services. Then violation of human rights. Human rights are rights which every person possesses to live a good life. The rights include rights to life, rights dignity of human person, personal liberty, rights to private and family life, freedom of movement, freedom of discrimination, etc. Human trafficking therefore violates all these rights. It undermines the right of a child to grow up in a protective environment of a family and to be free from sexual abuse and exploitation.
Wow. Okay. I would like to thank you very specially, Ehi, for giving us a rundown about your talk to Benue people about human trafficking. I'm sure our parents are listening and will pay more attention likewise the authorities, to this particular grievous crime that have pervaded our entire society. Okay, Chebuka David.
Yes, sir.
The last time I saw you, you were just a very small boy. I know you can't remember now. It's been
Yes,
a
sir.
long time. Good to see you here today. So how are you doing?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay. You have a favorite subject?
Yes,
What
sir.
is it?
Biology.
Biology.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you briefly explain the topic in biology and its relevance to us?
Okay, I'm going to be talking about the tissues and the supporting systems in the body. As we all know, as living organisms, we all need tissues and the supporting systems to be able to carry out our life activities. So because without these tissues, we wouldn't be able to even stand or move around. So these tissues and supporting systems, like our skeletons, help us to be able to do our day-to-day activities and perform our life activities. Therefore, the skeleton can be defined as the bony framework of the body, which provides shape, support, and protection to the soft tissues and organs which are embedded in our bodies.
Okay. Now, thank you very much, David, for giving us a rundown into your favorite subject, discussing the topic in biology. Well, from my count, I have a social crusader and a lawyer in the house, and that will be Florence Chinenye, and then Imafidon, who is the scientist who wants to major in physics and every other aspect from that light. And then we just spoke with David and Ehitonia, who is the social engineer as well, talking about human trafficking. Well, before we wrap this up, Imafidon,
Yes, sir.
I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
What do you know about motion? Can you briefly talk to us about motion?
Motion of an object can be defined as the visible movement between 2 points, which involves a change of direction as a result of applied force.
Okay.
Many scientists did more study on the concerning motion, but Isaac Newton gave a detailed law about motion. He gave 3 laws concerning motion. The first law is known as the law of inertia, which states that every body continues in its state of rest or is uniform in a straight line unless it is acted upon by an external force. The second law states that the rate of change of momentum is proportional to the impressed or external force, which takes place in the direction of that force. The third law states that action and reaction are equal and opposite, or to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Types of motion. We have different types of motion. They include 1. Random motion, 2. Translational or rectilinear motion, 3. Oscillatory or vibration motion, 4. Rotational or circulatory motion, and 5. Relative motion. What is random motion? Random motion is the haphazard, disordered, and irregular or zigzag motion of an object which has no specific or preferred direction. Examples of random motion include 1. A woman moving in a crowded market. 2. The zigzag motion of pollen particles in water. 3. The motion of gas particles. 4. The motion of smoke particles in air. And 5. The dashing of objects in the air. The second type of motion is translational or rectilinear motion. It is also known as displacement. It is a motion of an object or a body which occurs in a straight line as a result of applied force. Examples of these types of motion include the following. 1. The movement of a vehicle from Makurdi to Abuja or from one station to another, which occurs in a straight line. 2. The movement of a woman's baby's pram in a straight line from one place to another.
Okay. Don't come and give me the whole topic of motion. I know that I can see another Isaac Newton in the making. And I would like to let the fellow students who have come to give you support here today from Opal International Academy right here in the city of Makurdi, that you are in a state of inertia until a force is acted upon you. You are standing still and have kept quiet so far. So I'd like to say thank you to all of you for coming out, and to your principal, the proprietors, and all your teachers here. I'd like to say thank you. You guys should keep doing this because I'm looking forward to see you break records, win laurels, write new formulas, come out with creative approaches to make our lives in this part of the world better. For now, I'd like to say thank you, Jim. My name is Ben Arada. I almost forgot to tell you my name at the onset because I was so carried away by these brilliant minds that have graced our presence here this morning. So can you just say good morning to your parents at home, everyone?
Good morning.
Okay, here we call it a wrap. Yeah.